Good morning, church family. It's good to be with you this morning. I just wanted to maybe do things a little different than expected today, but I really wanted to talk a little bit about gratitude. We've just come out of Thanksgiving, and of course, we have to look at our lives and the things that we're thankful for. And we're moving into the Advent season, which is the gift beyond all gifts, the beginning of a life that we celebrate. Uh, and a sacrifice that was made for us that no one could have made except for Jesus. And it has a profound impact on our lives, or I believe that it should, when we understand in the depths of our hearts what he actually did for us and what we get. Many of you know I lost my mom a couple of weeks ago, but because of my faith, I know that she's in the presence of God. I have no doubt in my mind. I have no consideration of any other possibility. She loved the Lord. She lived her life for Christ. She brought her sons up into church. And as any other human, none of us are perfect, but she was an amazing woman that had a profound impact on my life and the lives of many people that can't get into here, but she's just an amazing woman, and I'm so at peace because I know she's with Jesus, and I'm so grateful for that. And as we move into the season of Christmas, it brings back a lot of memories, and a lot of wonderful memories of my family, of the way we grew up, our church life at that time, our family life at that time, the friends and neighbors in our lives that meant so much to everything about us growing up. We had neighbors that we were like brothers and sisters with, or cousins, a minimum, who we spent so much time together. And thinking back on those times and the wonderful things that we did, I'm just really grateful for the life that God gave me and the life I have to look forward to in eternity. Sometimes, it's easy to get worried about the things around us that don't seem to be going perfect, and wonder why I don't get this and that my way. And I fall into that just as easy as anybody else. I'm not claiming immunity to that, but I have to come back and remember what he did for me. And, in the work that I do in ministry, I'm around people that you would think would have a hard time being grateful sometimes because they're living in circumstances that are awful. One of the guys I picked up years ago to go to Serenity, he called me and asked if I can give him a ride. And I went and picked him up, and he was living in the cement block house, or that was a fourplex, I believe. And he had barely a kitchen in one corner and just a tiny, tiny place, and just a bathroom that was walled off separate, and the kitchen just had a counter around. One side was the kitchen, one side was the room, and a mattress on the floor. It was 110 degrees, and that cement block house was going to be 100 degrees all night long. And I picked him up, and I just felt like I cringed inside when I picked him up to bring him to the meeting. And we get to the meeting, and we have a time that we share blessings and things God's done in our life. And all he could do that entire time was praise God for the wonderful new place that God had given him, the home that he had to live in, that he had had nothing before. He'd been homeless, and now he had this place. And I felt so convicted of how selfish I can be, having expectations, false expectations on the people around me, on society, and even on God, when I have so much and I find myself complaining. And I looked at this man who had so little and was praising God. And as we move into this season, we're going to see around us people that are less fortunate and people that are struggling. And we need to remember that there, but for the grace of God go I. At least ways I can remember that, because of where I could have ended up in the cycle of addiction. And I have many friends who've ended up there and escaped and have successful lives today. And it's this thing that's with us every moment. We wake up every day grateful that we're clean and sober. It's an amazing feeling. It's still with me that today, after coming up on 37 years sober, and I still wake up and I'm grateful, so grateful for what God did. So I want to read this psalm. It's Psalm 100. The Psalms are wonderful for praises and a lot of praise psalms. And this is one of my favorites. It's Psalm 100. Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. It is he who made us, and we are his, and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving, and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good, and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. No matter what our circumstances this holiday season, this Christmas season, no matter what we've gone through, what losses we've faced, the painful memories of loss, the joyful memories of the past, of the good times that we've had with the people that we've lost, they seem to intensify at this time of year. But no matter what, I can always be grateful for everything that God has done for me. I hope this helps you this beginning of Advent. Let's just look at those books that Travis gave us, or we have there to follow the Advent Bible study. And I just hope you have a very blessed Advent season and a wonderful Merry Christmas. Thank you.